YouTube, what's going on? What's the deal, YouTube? Happy New Year to everybody. Appreciate it. Happy New Year. I've been gone for about a couple weeks, man. It was the holiday, man, and we was busy. Lit Factory was busy, so I was, you know. But yeah, man, how everybody doing, man? Hope everybody had a good holiday, a good New Year. Hope everybody is safe. Ain't got that virus going around. Thought I had it, but I don't. So what's up, man? Happy New Year to everybody. Business Never Done podcast, and we're gonna get into the topic, which is Oklahoma is now the weed capital, like I've been telling people. And now we have the New York Times to back me up. As we can see right here, it is the weed capital. How Oklahoma became the marijuana boom state. We entrepreneurs have poured into Oklahoma from across the United States, propelled by low start costs and relaxed rules. That sounds like everything I explained on my vlogs, don't it? Propelled by low startup costs and relaxed rules. They call it relaxed rules. So Oklahoma is the weed capital right now. And that's just, man. Here, let me link this in the chat so people want to look at it. Okay. As we can see right here, okay, this is December 29th. So this is last week, or the last week of the year, December 29th, 2021. And it's just basically just saying every single thing that I said last year and from all the vlogs that I did. It's just telling you how cheap it is to start it up, all the grows that are here, all the residents that are here. I'm gonna show you. Okay, it says the state now boasts more retail cannabis stores than Colorado, Oregon, Washington combined. So we got more dispensaries in the small state of Oklahoma, more than Colorado, Oregon, Washington combined. So all three of those combined, and they still not messing with us. That's crazy. In October, it eclipsed California. In October, it eclipsed Cali. So Cali is not the number one state for weed no more. I know they got the stigma where they got the best because of the weather and the sun, but it's not it no more, man. Everybody is moving from California to Oklahoma, man, to start their weed business. They moving from California, man, because the taxes are way too high out there and it's way too expensive. So everybody is moving to the South. There was a poll that I seen yesterday where there was a ridiculous amount of number of West Coast people that moved down south, not just to Oklahoma, but to Texas mainly. But okay, in October, it eclipsed California as the state with the largest number of licensed cannabis farms. So we got more grows than Cali, which now which now number more than 9,000 despite a population only 10th of California. That is crazy. So we're only a 10th of California and we got over 9,000 dispensaries. Okay, so this guy, he started his grow, Cosmo Cultivation LLC, and they have edibles. I think they came by with some edibles. So he started his grow, and of course he's telling you that it only costs $2,500 to get started, like I already told you guys. So this article is basically saying everything that I said, but the New York Times came down to Oklahoma and they're putting it in their newspaper. It only costs $2,500 to get started, compared to $100,000 or more across state line in Arkansas. So in Arkansas, it's $100,000. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to look into Arkansas. So 2,500 versus 100,000. Come on, man. There is no comparison, man, with that number. And that's a crazy number, man. What's going on? Engineering Cannabis, happy New Year to you. Hope you come on the show, man. I need to ask you some stuff about the new year. Okay, so all these grows that are just popping up, man. I didn't. Okay, Oklahoma, which oversees the industry and reported nearly 138 million in revenue, and that's just from the state and local taxes this year. So that's 2021. They made 138 million in revenue off the small state of Oklahoma, and of course, we haven't seen the effect of that yet. So 138 was made last year just off the weed inside the state. It's so much money that they can't even count it. I heard they don't even know what to do with it because it just keeps on coming in every 4 weeks. Man, when we got to pay the state taxes, they just get another chunk. So it's so much, man, that they're going through. They don't even know what to do. Signs of the explosive growth are hard to miss. There are now towns with far more dispensaries than food stores. There are now towns with far more dispensaries than food stores. And the cannabis operation now outnumber wheat and cotton farms. So all the farmers said, man, forget the cotton and wheat. We going straight to the cannabis now. Because, man, they're seeing profit. So why would you not get into it, man, if you already know how to grow crops and stuff? The industry has also created thousands of jobs in the state that remains among the poorest in the country. So we got one of the poorest states and it's creating jobs, but we just made the 138 million in revenue just off the cannabis. So we're not going to be one of the poorest states here in 5 years. There are now more dispensaries than food stores, and cannabis operations now outnumber wheat and cotton farms. The industry has also created thousands of jobs in the states that remain the poorest in the country. Supporters of the industry also argue that the less punitive approach to possession of marijuana and other drugs, along with sentencing reforms, has eased pressure on the state prisons. I can tell you that's not true because they still throwing people in jail for for bullshit. So that's not really true. But it has have calmed down on the petty crimes, with the joints and the blunts and stuff in the car. They'll just give you a ticket now. A state with similar population, the cultivation license tend to go for about 50 million, and it can cost more than 10 million to buy a dispensary. What in the hell are they talking about? $10 million to buy a dispensary. That's crazy. With about 50 million, it can cost 10 million. Man, 50 million to start up, that's ridiculous. These mom and pop dispensaries are providing their service just like the local liquor store and the local car wash, he said. But unlike local business where the customers are typically the residents, critics assert that the growers in Oklahoma are producing far more marijuana than can possibly be sold in the state and are feeding the black market. So they're saying that it's way more weed that's being grown that can possibly be sold inside the state with during the numbers in the population that we have, which I think is true too, because there's a whole lot of outdoor growers that come by Lit Factory. They come by Lit Factory, man, with that trash ass weed that they've been growing outside, and they have, you know, man, they have acres of that stuff, and they're trying to get it off. So I believe that because of low cost of licensing, labor, land, growers can produce cannabis for as little as 100 a pound and then turn around and sell it between 35 and 4,000 a pound in California or New York, said Mark Woodward. Man, so I don't believe $100 pound is trash, and I don't. And people outside our state won't even waste our time with some outdoor $100 pound trash. So this might be true, but they're not turning around and selling it to New York because New York's not going to buy no bullshit for $4,000 that they can clearly see that's been grown outside. But there is, growers who are marking the price up and they're only paying around this price, probably 500 would sound more reasonable. The profit margin is astronomical. If you can move your operation to Oklahoma and get away with it, said Mr. Woodward, Oklahoma growers serving markets elsewhere in violation of the state. Yeah, that's in violation. And you will get locked up. And they do have special helicopters, they have special planes. They know when your lights is being on all night. They know when your electric bill is all of a sudden high because of the lights being on all night. So they're getting smart and they're cracking down on the black market. The authorities have carried out a series of raids this year, shutting down nearly 80 farms since April in the effort to reduce Oklahoma production of the black market marijuana. 80 farms since April. That's a lot of farms, dude. That's a lot of farms. That's a lot of crop, and that's a lot of cannabis getting destroyed. 80 farms. I can only imagine what they were doing on just one of those farms. But I showed you in the last video, I showed you where the foreigners are coming over here and they're doing the same thing. They're just setting up shop real quick, trying to get that first crop off, sell it, and leave. But they're cracking down on it, man. Momentum is building for even more forceful crackdown. Senator James, a Republican, requested $4 million this year in direct funding for the federal government for the Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics to combat illegal farms. So they're trying to put $4 million into cracking down even more on the black market. Lawmakers recently allowed the revenues from the cannabis license to create a full-time enforcement unit, and the state narcotics bureau has hired nearly 20 agents. So they're hiring people, they're hiring agents, man, because it's getting too bad. It's getting too bad, man. While the influx intensified, growers have growth that ever expanding supply made cannabis prices plunge by half in the last 6 months to as low as $800 a pound for some strains, down to $1,600. Prices have come down because there is a lot of competition. So yes, the prices have came down, and we are seeing it over the holidays. It was slow because people are buying gifts, not thinking about just themselves, buying other people's stuff. So it did slow down, and they did come down on the prices, which is a good thing. Okay, so she has a family business that includes a hemp farm and garden plant greenhouse, employs 25 people, and steadily produces about 120 125 pounds of cannabis a week. Wow. So they got their operation going where they get to pull the cannabis weekly. So they got it where it's just back to back, back to back, back to back, which is smart because you always have some coming, but that's a lot. A few years ago, I thought Oklahoma would never been the last state in the country to go to get cannabis going. That's just true. Nobody did. I mean, now it's the capital of weed. And I'm saying that because I'm showing you guys on this New York Times article telling everybody that this is the capital of weed now. And if you want to start your business, then come to Oklahoma. But you have to be here for 2 years and then you can start it up. But 2 years is, I mean, it's really not that long. Last year just went by so quick, it didn't even feel like a whole year. And it's already 2022. So, despite the saturation market, she says she believes that the state cannabis industry is still, it, I mean, it's still cracking. You know, just because the black market is booming too, there's enough there's enough people with cards that you can still make money if you know what you're doing and if you got the good product. She says she meet the demand from the neighboring Texas, where legislators have registered full legalization of cannabis. I didn't know that. I have to look into that one. For more critics of Oklahoma approach to marijuana, that would be a move in the wrong direction. It smells like weed all the damn time, even right here in the office. Sheriff Tim Turner, a Republican, pointed out. So, guys, yes, we are the capital. We are the weed capital. If you want to start your weed business, Oklahoma is the state. It's going to let you with low startup costs and relaxed rules. The New York Times, that's big time. That's big time for the New York to basically stamp us and say we got more dispensaries than everybody. We got more farms than everybody. And the black market is way more crazy than it is than everybody. So, man, it's crazy. Engineering cannabis is in. We dropped the link for engineer. See if he's in here. So, man, it's crazy that we went from a state that didn't even have it 4 years ago to now the capital, and now Cali is probably top. They still top five, but I don't even think they number two no more, man, because they not getting with the times, and it's too expensive out there. So yeah, man, we are the weed capital. Okay, I don't know if he's in here or not. Yeah, I don't know if he's in here or not. But yeah, man, that's what it is, man. Y'all see it for yourselves. Oklahoma became a marijuana boom state. And I showed you all the steps on how to do it, on how to open up the dispensary. So if I was y'all, I would move out here if you're serious about the weed industry, because I mean this is just a start right now. Yeah, this is just a start. This is just the start of. Okay, so this is the licensing. Let me share this. Okay, so this is the actual OMMA site. You can see Oklahoma OMMA. Okay, so this is as of December 3rd, 2021. There's nine. There's 9,400 grows, 2,500 dispensaries, 1,700 processors, 109 transportation, 28 laboratories, 9 waste disposal, 1 waste permit, 2 researchers, and 2 education. So 9,400 growers. Dude, that is that is a lot, man. So we have 384. So basically 385,000 patients with cards. Caregivers, we have 1983, which is the caregiver is somebody who gives care to the person with the card, so they can come in with that person. They don't have to have that person there. The caregiver can come in and get the flower for the patient because they have a special card that says caregiver on it. So we have 1,983 of those. That's crazy. 9,000 grows. So in grows, they make more money than the dispensaries because they have the actual product that the dispensaries need to sell. So it's almost triple the number of the dispensary, which is crazy. Yeah, which is real crazy. But that's how it is, man. That's what it is. Okay, tax revenue. So as of 2021 from January to November, 76 million. See right here. Stacks in state and local tax, 76 million. Tax, 61 million. So, man, they getting money. And it grew. I mean, in 2019, it was 30 million. So it grew about 40 million in 1 year. It made 40 million, and then it grew by 6 million. That's crazy. 30 to 71 in 1 year. And these are all the facilities across the state. All the grows and all the dispensaries are. So the state is making money, man. It's profitable. In November, they made 6 million alone. So no telling what they made in December for the holidays. It's no telling. So November, 6 million. November on this side is 4 million. It's crazy. 9,000 growers, 2,500 dispensaries. So 2,500 people in the state of Oklahoma have a dispensary. That is, whoa, that's a big number. So yeah, I just wanted to come in, man, and touch you guys, man. I got an announcement that I'm gonna make later on another stream about another business. So I'm gonna be talking to you guys with that. I gotta go. I gotta go fill that accessory cabinet up, the clear glass on the end. I gotta fill that up. So I'm gonna record that. I'm gonna just be pushing the content out this year, and wherever it give me, it give me. But I did want to come in and show you guys that, man, then the weed industry in Oklahoma is going good. It's going good. I'm glad that I entered inside the industry, and I'm here and I'm learning. And tax season is coming, so we'll see how that is. Engineer cannabis couldn't make it, which is fine. But I did want to come in and show you guys some stuff. So I'll see you guys later this week. I am going to be recording and I will be back live streaming. And I appreciate it. Yeah, sir.